All right, everyone. Thank you for coming back and joining me for another episode of Mark on Comics. So before I get started, I would like to ask that you hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. It would mean a very lot to me if you would do that. Subscriptions don't cost you anything. You're not going to get spammed with email and stuff from me. It just helps me get my numbers up and get in front of more people. So here I got my new Star Wars shirt on, which I will be wearing to WonderCon on one of the days I am there. So this coming Thursday, I leave for LA for WonderCon. Got a lot of books to sign. If you're going, please reach out. Let me know you're there so we can meet up, have some talk. So today, what I've got for you, something I haven't done before, not really sure if I'm going to be able to keep it up. There's a big one. Takes a lot of work. But I've got the FOC, Final Order Cutoff, and my speculative picks for March 23rd, 2026. So, today's the 21st. Get your books in today, tomorrow, or Monday as early as possible. Monday is the final order cutoff. So, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going through these books, talking about them, let you know I don't have the entire FOC list. That would just take way too long. So I've set aside some that I'm looking forward to and some that I'm actually planning on speculating on, and I'm going to let you know which ones those are so you might be able to do the same. So, okay, FOC, March 23rd, 2026. First on my list is Absolute Batman number 19. Absolute Batman has just been hot from the get-go, and I don't see it slowing down. So, let me tell you, this is one of my speculative picks. You should be picking up multiple copies. There are several different copies by different artists. You've got the Nick Dragotta regular cover, the Ariel Olivetti 1 in 25, the Bennett Oliver, the Liam Sharp, the Nick Dragotta variant. And that's it on that one. So let me tell you about it. It says, Absolute Scarecrow emerges from the shadows of Arc M as a new story arc begins. So you got a new character, new jumping on point. Get on board. Absolute Scarecrow. This is going to be big. Poison Ivy proved to be just one of the many horrors within the bowels of the Arc M facility. And as Joker sets his sight on Absolute Batman, he decides to enlist the help of one of the center's most terrifying doctors, Dr. Jonathan Crane. While Bruce Wayne tries to align himself with Barbara Gordon, there's more than one alliance formed in this issue. New debuts, new villains, new story arc starts here. Do not sleep on Absolute Batman number 19. This is going to be one of the biggies this year. And it's only March. And it comes out in a couple months. So just be aware. Get the Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 27. So on Amazing Spider-Man 27, we've got the Ed McGuinness regular cover, the Daniela Di Nicola 1 in 25 variant, the David Messina Ultimate Fallout variant, the David Nakayama Color Block White, the David Nakayama Color Block White Virgin, which is a 1 in 50, the Eben Quello Connecting cover, the Lee Bermejo Amazing Visions cover, and the Lee Bermeo Amazing Visions Virgin, which is a 1 in 100. You've also got the Mark Bagley Classified Target issue. So, Death Spiral Conclusion. Torment will get away with murder unless Spider-Man does the unthinkable. So, that's Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 27. Not one of my speculative picks, but one of my hot picks that I do plan on picking up when it comes out. It's on my pull list. I'll be getting it, but that's okay. Next, we've got Batwoman number 2 from DC Comics. This is not one of my speculation picks, just one of my hot picks for Final Order Cutoff. So, we've got the Danny regular cover, the Dustin Wen cover, the Jenny Frison cover, which looks awesome, and the Stefan Sejic cover. So, Batwoman number 2. Greg Rucka and Danny continue to push Batwoman to the next level. That's the new initiative added to All In. They're moving to the next level. Batwoman engages the enemy, drawing Master Slay and his acolytes into the field. But can her father, Jacob Kane, reach her before the streets of Petalon become a kill zone? So that is that is Batwoman number 2. Next, what I'm looking forward to, and let's see here. This just happens to be one of my speculation picks for March 23rd. That is Corpse Night. We've got the Matthew Roberts and Rico Renzi regular cover, the Andrea Milana 1 in 50, the Corpse Night 1 blank, Jay Lee cover, Matthew Roberts die-cut helmet cover, Nimit Maliva stained glass 1 in 25, the Stephanie Hans foil 1 in 100, the Stefan Morin I Hate Fairyland team up, the Tonksi Zonjek storybook 1 in 10. That's it for Corpse Night. So, miniseries premiere. A war ravages France. A young girl named Foy lives in relative peace with her father until tragedy strikes. As Foy struggles to fend for herself, she's granted a molecular father returns from the dead to protect her. Now, they embark on a sacred quest, confronting murderers, wild animals, wandering armies, and black magic plaguing the countryside. As Foy comes face to face with the dark side of miracles and the secrets of the Corpse Night, she must question if the man by her side has always been a monster. Claimed storytellers Michael Chavez from the Conjuring franchise and Matthew Roberts from the Universal Monsters Creature from the Black Lagoons Live present a haunting new horror series where family is family, whether alive or undead. That is Corpse Night. Next we've got Dead Teenagers, number 2. Okay, I've got to admit, I didn't get Dead Teenagers number 1. It really didn't interest me, but now it is on my hot list only because of how hot Might as well pick it up. It's my another speculative pick. Pick up Dead Teenagers. We've got the Naomi Frank regular cover, the Caitlin Yarsky cover, the Kayla Valero cover, the Naomi Frank Virgin 1 in 10 cover. Oh, Dead Teenagers. For 5 friends being trapped in an infinite loop of murder on prom night 97 was living hell. They're about to find out that being an adult in 2026 is much, much worse. High school seniors JT, Ryder, and Brandy have been catapulted through time into their adult bodies. Physically, they're now elder millennials with jobs and families. Psychologically, they're damned teenagers with disposable income who are about to discover the consequences of making poor life choices. Even worse, not everyone thinks their new circumstances are an improvement over being ritualistically murdered every 24 hours. Does their never-ending prom night massacre hold the key to finding out how and why they were chosen to live out their supernatural torment? From GLAD, award-nominated writer Jude Ellison S. Doyle, Ma, Be Not Afraid, and Eisner Award-nominated artist Caitlin Yarsky from EC's Cruel Universe, Scream meets Freaky Friday in the next chapter of this smirkingly clever 90s obsessed, blood-drenched horror melee that will keep you guessing until the very last stab wound. Okay, I said it's a speculative pick of mine because of how popular it's been for issue number 1, just came out. But actually, I like the synopsis. I like it. I might pick it up and give it a read. We will see. Next, I've got Deathstroke the Terminator, number 2. Got the regular cover by Carmine D. Giandomenico. Got a Dan Panosian cover, a Gilliam March cover, a Tyler Kirkham cover. So that is Deathstroke the Terminator, issue number 2. So, Tony Fleece and Carmine D. Giandomenico take Death's fury to the next level. Someone's taken everything from Deathstroke, and hell hath no fury like an assassin scorned. He's on the road to find mysterious client, but it won't be easy. He's lost his money, his resources, his family, and his best friend and moral compass. What happens when the world's most terrifying assassin has nothing left to lose? Now, I read issue number 1. I really, really like it. Yeah, it was very good. I thought. That's what I thought. So this is one of my speculation picks for March 23rd. Next, I've got End of Life. Number 3. You got the Gerald Peril regular cover. Got a cover by David Talasaki and Gilliam March. So, End of Life. Eddie Stallion is no chicken. Eddie has a big cock problem. The chicken-headed menagerie assassin has found his way to Pluto. Who'd ever given up Eddie's secret? Or is big cock here for another purpose? Whatever the answer is, it's obviously all Eddie's fault. and how the whole town is in danger. Oh, and it gets worse. Deep within the confines of the abandoned War Dog Park, Richard Smiley is working on a plan to take Eddie down and tighten his grip on the town. End of life number 3. Not a speculation pick. Don't think you need to go out and buy a whole heck of a lot of them, but I think it looks like it's worth a read. I'm going to try and, I'm definitely going to pick it up. End of Life is on my pull list. So next, I've got another speculation pick. I've got Fall from the House of Slaughter. So we've got the Sam Wolfe Connolly regular cover, the Adriano Tertulucci Virgin 1 in 50, the David Mack Black and White Virgin 1 in 20, the David Mack Reveal cover, the Elsa Chartier Black and White Virgin 1 in 10, Elsa Chartier Virgin, Gerald Peril Virgin 1 in 75, Sam Wolfe Connolly Unlimited Virgin, Tula Latoy Virgin 1 in 100, Werther Del Adria cover, and the Werther Del Adria Black and White Virgin 1 in 25 cover. So, the Summer of Slaughter takes a turn into house turmoil with this all-new chapter from the award-winning horror verse. As the House of Slaughter's ailing old dragon enters his final days, Cecilia Slaughter and the other heads gather to determine his successor. Deadly ambitions begin to take shape as the House and the Order prepare for a new legacy to begin. And the conflict will no doubt be lethal in this all-new miniseries set in the world of Something is Killing the Children. Can the House of Slaughter survive a new dragon coming into power? Woo! Woo! That sounds really great to me. I've got it on my pull list, so I don't know what covers I'll be getting, but I am excited about the book, and I am putting a speculative call on that one. Buy it, buy it, buy it. It's going to be big. Next, we've got Fireborn #1. Got the Patrick Mulholland regular cover, a blank cover, a J. Lee cover, a J. Lee Black, White, and Blood Virgin 1 in 75, a J. Lee foil, a Patrick Mulholland Absolute Batman Homage, Patrick Mulholland Absolute Batman Homage Virgin 1 in 50, Patrick Mulholland Design 1 in 15, Patrick Mulholland I Hate Fairyland Team Up, Patrick Mulholland I Hate Fairyland Team Up NSFW, Firebrand Patrick Mulholland Invincible Homage, Patrick Mulholland Invincible Homage Virgin 1 in 25, Patrick Mulholland Virgin Signed 1 in 100, Tyler Kirkham cover, Tyler Kirkham Black, White, and Blood Virgin cover. A new series set in the world of lost fantasy. Aaron Hilberg was just another rich kid failing and ghosting his responsibilities, hopping rooftops and hating his billionaire father in peace until a mysterious floating dragon eggs bronze to him and ignites a hidden lineage of ancient magic inside his body. Now every violent outlaw wizard, biker cultist, and supernatural warlord between New York City and the world beneath is hunting him, and they'll burn the world down to pry the egg from his corpse. A high-octane fusion of fantasy and superheroes, perfect for fans of Invincible, How to Train Your Dragon, and absolute Batman. That one sounds really great to me and is one of my speculation picks. Get as many of those as you can. That is going to be big. I'm not into Lost Fantasy, but Fireborn sounds incredible. So don't miss it. Next on my list is G.I. Joe 21. You got the Tom Riley regular cover, a Ben Oliver cover, an Ito foil cover that's a 1 in 100, a Jay Anaslito and Romulo Fajardo Jr. 1 in 50, Joshua Cassera and Romulo Fajardo Jr. and a Tonsi Zonjic 1 in 25 cover. Storm Shadow and Scarlet return. The Arashkij and Cobra have met once before. Prepare for round 2. Will G.I. Joe be forced to put a stop to it? Now, not one of my speculative picks, but the Energon universe has been great. So because of that, I'm still recommending you pick up G.I. Joe 21. Next on my list is Lobo number 2. You got the George Corona regular cover, a Lee Bermejo cover, a Sweeney Boo cover, and a Tyler Kirkham cover. Lobo 2. Scotty Young and George Corona's Lobo dips his toes in the finest business there is, show business. Spacetober 2X, 2026 Space PR Wire, in a move many are calling prescient, and a VC thirst trap. A content industry leader has acquired a series of bounty hunting businesses and exclusive rights to their contractors, likenesses, voices, and victims while retaining full indemnity for any crimes committed thereby. Lobo will be the jewel in his company's crown, with the most famous multi-hypernet main man set to star in an infinity season reality series documenting his exploits. Fans can look forward to Lobo's interaction with Detective Comics' rich portfolio of characters and franchises such as Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. So that is Lobo number 2. And it is one of my speculative picks. I think the Lobo series is going to be hot for at least a few issues. So pick it up. Next I've got Mark Spector, Moon Knight, issue number 3. We got the Ryan Stegman regular cover, the Alessandro Capaccio Ultimate Farewell cover, the David Nakayama Color Block White, David Nakayama Color Block White Virgin 1 in 50, the Piello Vanellini 1 in 25. Oh, that's it for the Mark Spector Moon Knight covers. So I just happen to be a big Moon Knight fan. But it's not one of my speculative picks. I just like Moon Knight and I think people should read it. So The monster within, kidnapped and tortured by a resurgent and brutally bloodthirsty foe from his past, Mark Spector, aka Moon Knight, finds himself subjected to his greatest fears, unleashed and unbound by terror. Brace yourself for an all-new version of Moon Knight. Ooh, always a fan of Moon Knight. So I'm going to be picking this up. You should be reading it. It's not one of my speculative picks. You don't need to invest in this book, but you need to invest in you getting a really great read with Mark Spector, Moon Knight. Next, I've got Mumra, the Ever-Living, issue number 1. Okay, I think Mumra is going to be a minor hit. I don't think you need to speculate on it and buy multiple copies, but I do think it's going to have some people that are really into it. So it's got a Danny Earls regular cover. It's got an animation art cover, an animation art virgin 1 in 25, a blank cover, a blind bag that's going to be limited to 1,984 copies. You got Danny Earls Virgin 1 in 50, a Declan Shelvey cover, Declan Shelvey Limited Virgin, a Declan Shelvey Metal, Declan Shelvey Original 1 in 15, and a Declan Shelvey Original Virgin 1 in 45, Declan Shelvey signed by Larry Kenny 1 in 100, an Erica D'Urso cover, Erica D'Urso Virgin 1 in 35, a John Armour cover, John Armour Black and White 1 in 20, John Armour Virgin 1 in 30, a WBD Library 1 in 10, and a WDB Library Virgin 1 in 40. So, Mumra. The secrets of Mumra revealed. Mumra, the ever-living, has been a sinister enigma to the Thundercats ever since they set foot on Third Earth. Now in the second chapter of author Declan Shelvey's epic 15-part Thundercats X Silverhawks crossover event, the infamous dual priests, ancient and tortured history will finally be unveiled. It all began in a pyramid, but not the sinister black fortress that haunts Lion-O's dream. This is Earth during the reign of the pharaohs, and for one nameless slave, a chance discovery and selfish act of cruelty will open the pathway to both freedom and power for a price. Written by Shelvey and illustrated by acclaimed Thundercats lost artist Rafi Labosco, Mumra the Ever-Living takes a deep dive into one of the pop culture's greatest villains, enhanced by approximately atmospheric covers from Shavely, Dan Earls, John Armour, and Erica D'Urso, as well as a special piece of classic animation art. This debut issue also features 3 spectacular incentive editions, including an original cover from Shelvey, a special Mumra portrait from the WBD Library, and an autographed edition of Shavely's main cover signed by Thundercats original series voice actor Larry Kinney. So, there you've got the breakdown of Mumra, the Ever-Living. Next, I move to one of my speculation picks, and this is Narco number 2. Why am I speculating on Narco number 2? Because Narco number 1 was such a huge hit, and I just don't want to see anybody missing out. So you've got Darren Hilliard and Dave Stewart cover. You've got a Daniel Hilliard I Hate Fairyland team-up cover, and a Daniel Hilliard and Dave Stewart Hitchcock homage cover. So, Narco number 2. Handcuffed and trapped in an interrogation room, Marcus becomes the prime suspect in a brutal murder he's sure he witnessed. The cops won't believe him, and his narcolepsy isn't helping. Clear his name is only step 1. Step 2 is finding the real killer before the real killer finds him. So yeah, it sounds like a winner to me. Next on my list, this book is from Ignition Press. I am recommending you pick it up just because Ignition Press, all of their books seem to be hot recently. So I think you should be picking up a copy of Ripcord, number 3. You got the George Fornes regular cover and an Inake cover. So it is a book I'll be looking forward to. Not a speculation pick, but I think it's going to be a good one. See, the search for Dylan's sister Janelle continues as Dylan and Colby hit the road, loaded up with weapons, of course. They're hot on the trail of a group of bikers who may have information regarding Janelle's whereabouts, but the bikers may not give that information up so easily. They're on their own turf after all. Have Dylan and Colby bitten off more than they can chew? This high-octane revenge tale from Colin Bunn, The Sixth Gun, and Inake, DC Bombshells, is about to explode. Cover by George Fornes. That's the regular cover. Next, from Ignition Press, another book I recommend because it's from Ignition Press, is Roots of Madness. This is issue number 6. You've got the Juliet Nanika regular cover and the Letizia Catalanci cover. Roots of Madness. Aha! Final issue. There you go. Etta's research into the mysterious flowers that grow around the Meridian Fellowship has allowed her to unlock the secrets of the universe, but at what cost? As the sinister forces within the Fellowship try to wrestle her discoveries away from her, can Etta maintain her grip on reality, or will she succumb to the temptation of the flowers just like those who came before her? Read the shocking conclusion of Roots of Madness by Red Hot writer Stephanie Williams, Street Sharks and Nubia, and artist Lizia Catalucci, House of Slaughter, and It Killed Everyone But Me. So those two from Ignition Press, I just highly recommend because they're from Ignition Press, and their books have seemed to really done well recently. So next, from Image Comics, is Scorched number 50. So 50th issue, I'm sorry to say, I picked Scorch up for about 5 or 6 issues. I honestly didn't even know it had continued. So I'm really shocked. Issue number 50. So the covers for this one, got a regular Todd McFarlane cover, a blank cover, a Mark Spears 1 in 50, a Puppeteer Lee connecting cover, a Scotty Young connecting cover, a Todd McFarlane black and white inks, signed 1 in 250, Todd McFarlane black and white Virgin, signed and sketched 1 in 1,000, and a Todd McFarlane Virgin 1 in 100. 4 years ago, Todd McFarlane launched the first large-scale expansion of the Spawn universe with King Spawn, now #1. Now, we're here to celebrate the success of the expanded universe with the Scorched 50, Part 3, an oversized issue with a story that crosses over into all 3 of the 50s that came out in the past months. King Spawn, Gunslinger Spawn, The Scorched. The startling conclusion of this epic is finally here. The battle rages on, and the final reveal will have Spawn fans talking for years to come. Scorch 50 leaves the Spawn universe forever changed. I'm gonna have to pick up issue 50, see what covers I might be able to get. So I recommend Scorch 50, but it's not a speculation pick. So next, I've got the Sentry, #2. Also, not a speculation pick, but you got the Alex Maleev regular cover, the Alessandro Capaccio cover, Giuseppe Comunicoli cover, and a Mark Buckingham 1/25 cover. So, Sentry, #2. Hulk versus Sentry. The crystalline plague is spreading and no one knows what it wants. Cities fall silent under frozen corpses. EMP storms rage across the globe and the Hulk himself is infected. A chaos escalates. Sentry fights to keep the void at bay, but every battle drags him closer into the darkness inside. For a brutal showdown in the Siberian wilds to a catastrophic strike against Kingpin's empire, we plunge deeper into the mystery that threatens the entire planet and the corrupted mind of its most powerful hero. Cool. Well, I'm really looking forward to it. But I don't think you need to buy it to speculate on it. If you want to read it, I think it's going to be a good read. You should pick it up and read it. Next on my list, another speculative pick is Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, Echoes of the Empire, #1. You got the Phil Noto regular cover, E.M. Jest Mandalorian and Grogu cover, Eric Timmons concept art, John Yang, 1/25, and the Linnell Francis Yu cover. Now, I am going to be speculating on this book. You don't need to. If you're not hooked on this, I just think this is going to be a really good book, and I'm going to pick up a couple extra copies. So, new secrets of Galaxy's Edge revealed. Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, and Chewbacca head to Batuu in search of important intel and stumble upon a dangerous relic, one that puts them on a collision course with the Empire. Galaxy's Edge writer Ethan Sachs and artist Jethro Morales and Roy Mercado tell an all-new story inspired by Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So, to me, it's a no-brainer. I am going to be picking it up. And last, this is not a speculation pick. It's been hot, and I think you maybe need to pick up a copy just because of that. You personally want to pick up multiple copies, but that is up to you. I'm probably gonna get one or two, but you've got the Epic regular cover, the Epic NSFW polybagged cover, which I cannot show here, the Steve Mannon cover, and a Zawayaki cover. So, Tigress Island #2. An island prison full of lost women, a vindictive warden, and a slim chance to escape if they can work together. But not everyone shares the same vision. Our girls are going to have to fight their way out. So, that sounds good. A lot of people I know that read issue 1 weren't impressed, but maybe I'll pick up a copy and see what it is. So I do want to go back and let you know my speculation picks. From DC, you've got Absolute Batman #19, Deathstroke the Terminator #2, and Lobo #2. From Marvel, I've got Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, Echoes of the Empire. From Image, I've got Corpse Knight #1, Fireborn #1, and Narco #2. And then moving down to Boom Studios, I've got Fall of the House of Slaughter. Then moving down to Oni Press, we got Dead Teenagers. So that's the books I recommend speculating on. I'm gonna. But everything I do here is what I choose to do. If you don't like any of these picks that I've given, don't go with them. You need to buy what you want, not what I want. Well, I'm going to get what I want, but you get what you want. And stay safe. And I got another video coming shortly, but I'll see you all at WonderCon next week. All right, everybody. So long. Bye.